morning, people. So today I have no makeup on because it's also okay not to have makeup on. And you know, I have just been in this like deep thinking kind of thing today. Not in a very positive way. I have this new morning routine that I actually do want to share with you guys because it's something that actually helps me raise my vibrations. It helps me set my goals, because the goals that you set is actually going to give you confidence, and it's actually going to, you know, help you manifest what it is that you want to manifest. And I always have my cup: go confidently in the direction of your dreams, live the life you have imagined. And I got this cup from Amanda many years ago. And, you know, it's my favorite cup because it gives me so much joy and inspiration. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I didn't really plan on filming this video, but the thing that I do in the morning is that my new morning routine is that I wake up when I wake up. So I have this inner clock inside of me that actually wakes up pretty early, sometimes 5 o'clock, sometimes 6 o'clock. And I never had that before. But again, I never really had any goals. I never really knew what I wanted to do in my life. I was always pretty lost, I guess you can say. And especially after this time that we are in right now, where we are locked down to have, alright, Waylon the rooster is with us again. How beautiful is it that Waylon always, you know, he's always going to have a word. But I never really had any goals, you know, for what I actually wanted to do with my life. Or I never dared to do these things. I know, Waylon. I think that is the point here. That I never had the courage to actually do or dream of what I wanted to achieve. I never saw myself in that life. And if you don't see yourself in the life that you want to live, you're never going to be able to manifest that. And a funny example here, because you know, the neighbors are also making a bit noise, so excuse me more if you guys can hear it. But Amanda came with this example today because I talked with her, and she said, you know, normally if she is buying like champagne or something that looks like champagne, she's always saying Asti, which is something that's cheap. And we need to see ourselves as living in wealth if we want to live in wealth, or we have to see ourselves being worthy of what it is that we actually want in life. So she made up her mind that she want to be wealthy. So, you know, wealthy people, they buy Moet champagne. And that is way more expensive than Asti. So she explained to me that obviously if you put yourself in this position where you buy Asti, or you know, what are you worthy of? Without thinking about money, because that's, again, that is a block. So you have to get out of your mind with, oh, I can't afford this. Because if you, again, put this into your consciousness, the seed will grow. And the seed will grow no matter what you put into it. You know, again, that's something you have to realize. No matter what you put into your mind, it's going to grow. So if you tell yourself that you are not worthy of Moet, or you're not worthy of Gucci or whatever, then you're not worthy of it. Then you're never going to attract that into your life. The same if you see people who do buy Gucci or stuff like that. If you see them as, oh, they are just selfish people, they are just, you know, whatever. It's not your job to judge other people. And I fell into that trap many times. Let's just be honest. Many times. I had the wrong perspective of how people live their life, because again, if all comes to all, it's not my life and people can do whatever they want. So I needed to change that perspective of don't judge people for how they live or what they do, no matter if it's right or if it's wrong. Because again, what good does it bring me? It's not my life. Also, you know, if people think bad about you, it's not your business what people think about you, because what they think is a reflection of themselves. So you have to turn the haters out of your life. You have to turn people who think negative out of your life, because you don't want to be in that energy. Again, you don't want to be Esti, you want to be Moet. It's going to be champagne talk. So again, what are you worthy of in your life? What do you want to attract? Also the same with, you know, if you want to live a clean life, doesn't help that you live in chaos. And I have done that for the longest time. I have a father who done that because he's been hoarding up things so much, and now, you know, he's finally realizing that he needs to get rid of all that stuff, because it's, you know, you can't use it to anything. And, you know, it's been hard for him to realize that, because his paradigm said something else, the way that he grew up, you know. He grew up with a father who hoarded things, because that, you know, you did that because the wartime and all that. So obviously he took that into him, that he needed to keep a lot of things, you know. So it's obvious that it all comes down to your paradigm, to what you have, what you got raised up with, what your parents told you, what your friends told you, what you told yourself. I mean, what have you told yourself for the past 10 years? Think back on that. What have you told yourself the past 10 years? Because if you think about it, I'm pretty sure you have been telling yourself a lot of lies. And you have been harsh to yourself. You have been yelling at yourself. You have been disgusting to yourself. And that's, again, also something that I needed to realize, that, damn, I really didn't accept myself. And me not accepting myself didn't make me want to grow. So it makes sense. It's the same with yourself, it's the same with your dreams and desires, it's the same with your relationships. What are you worthy of? I think that is the major message for you guys today. What are you worthy of? But you guys know I'm rambling. To get back to my morning routine, I did speak about this gratitude list, where you write gratitude lists in the morning, and I did that in the past, but sometimes I just very unmotivated when it comes to writing. Finding a pen and a piece of paper and writing my gratitudes, it's sometimes hard for me. And I like to visualize. I feel big joy with visualization and imagination. So another thing you can do is to visualize, or to speak out, or think about what you're grateful for. And what I do, depending on how much time I have or how much time I want to spend on it, either I find 6 things that I'm grateful for, or it's 10 things. And how I do this is that if it's like 6 things, I find 3 things that I'm grateful for that I already have in my life, like my cup of coffee, sunshine, my family, whatever it is. And then I do this where I am like, for example, why is it that I'm grateful for my family? Well, right now it's because that I'm together with my family, that I can spend time with my family, that I can feel that my family is actually happy, that they are protected. And, you know, if you have to think about whatever comes to mind and visualize and feel the joy and the love inside of you. The same with coffee. Well, why is it that I'm grateful for coffee? Because I like to drink something warm for my throat in the morning. I know that's a silly thing. I like coffee because it gives me energy, it gives me joy. I don't know, I just like coffee. I like the smell of coffee. You know, whatever. And why is it that I'm grateful for the situation that I am in right now, even though this is chaotic? Well, because I have time to actually do my dreams and my desires and, you know, create, imagine. So after that, I find 3 things that I want to manifest. So for example, I want to become a full-time YouTuber. I want to manifest a bigger community on YouTube. I want to inspire you guys. So I think, well, why is it that I want to, you know, become a full-time YouTuber? Why is it that I want to create on YouTube? Well, it's because that I want to inspire people. It's because that I want to share my knowledge. It's because that I feel joy when I do that. It's because that it gives me confidence. Because if I look 3 years back, I didn't have the confidence to be here, talk with you guys, and especially not without makeup. No. So, I am growing because that I'm achieving my goals, because I'm doing my goals. You know, what you want to attract in the future, you know, the last 3 part of your blessing list, you can take whatever. You can be like, you know, again, you have to say or write this down in the way that it's already yours. So, like, I am so grateful that I am a full-time YouTuber. I probably didn't say that right in the beginning. But you have to, whatever it is you want to create, you have to speak it out like it's already yours. So I am grateful and thankful that I am a full-time YouTuber and that I can inspire other people, that I can help and guide other people. And with something else I can say, well, I am grateful that I am now traveling the world. I am visiting other cultures, I'm seeing other countries, I'm eating new food, I am meeting new people, you know. Like I am doing that, I'm creating, I'm feeling this. So you're visualizing yourself in the moment of that, which is actually pretty powerful, and you can do this whenever. However, like if you wanna, for example, manifest a camera, you're gonna be like, I am so grateful that I now have this camera. And I'm so grateful that I can take these pictures and I can film this and I can do this. And you're going to picture yourself doing these things, holding that camera. I can't explain to you guys how powerful it is that you imagine yourself holding whatever it is. If it's love, you just have to, again, you have to be confident to actually ask for someone who loves you. Because sometimes we do have a tendency to hang on to someone who actually doesn't really love us, who actually doesn't give us joy or stability, but we feel worthy of that. So it's all about you actually finding out, am I worthy of a person who actually is never really there for me? Someone who's actually always letting me go, someone who's just writing to me if they want something, or if they are bored, or if they, you know, whatever. Are you worthy of that? Because I needed to realize that I'm not worthy of that. I don't want that. I am worthy of someone who's giving me all the time in the world. And recently I can see that person. You know, not picturally, but I can feel that there is someone who's actually being attracted into my life. And I never really had that feeling. And it's funny because I spoke with Amanda about this, and she was like, I actually want to have a boyfriend. And I was like, I do too. I never felt that, like, I am ready. I feel ready to actually attract love into my life. And I never felt that. I know that, you know, the person is going to come. I know from, especially from Patty, when I remember did readings, she actually gave me that. She actually said to me that there's a person coming into my life that's, you know, my soulmate. And that is the person who's actually going to be the link to my success. Someone who's going to help me. Which is pretty, you know, it's pretty mind-blowing that I am at a position right now where I remember what she actually said. Because when I think back on it, I didn't remember it. I didn't remember that she said that. But now I'm like, true. I remember this exact thing because that I'm meant to attract it into my life now. So, you know, that is the morning routine. Waking up early and doing your visualization. Another thing I want to say is let your phone be. Don't look at your phone the first 1 to 2 hours. I know that is hard, I know. But you have to realize that you take your phone in the morning, it's the first thing that you see. And one thing I want to say is that the first 30 minutes of you waking up, your brain is taking all the information and restoring it. That means that whatever you see online or on social media is actually something you attract. And if, you know, most of the times on Facebook and Instagram there is so much drama, and we don't want drama. And after I started doing that ritual, it helps me so much because I feel joy. I don't care about drama. The same with people. If you have friends who always complain, try to, you know, push them out, or try to be like, listen, I actually don't really feel up for listening to that, or just ignore them. I mean, I know that it is a tricky thing because sometimes we don't want to let people down, but you have to think about yourself. The same before you go to bed. That is also something you have to realize. What are you watching before you go to bed? Try to put something positive, or try to visualize before you go to bed. I always do that. I always visualize before I go to bed. I am hanging out with my future husband on the beach. And it's funny because Amanda has the same thing. It's like, yeah, I was together with my husband in my dreams. And it's so funny. We have so many twin moments that it's like, it's, you know, she is my twin flame. If I believe in twin flame, Amanda is my twin flame. Not in a love way, but in a bunny way. We call each other a bunnies. So we are, you know, bunny twin power. That is the thing that I do. Plus, you know, I drink my coffee because that gives me energy and it gives me joy. I always actually drink a huge glass of water before I drink coffee because hydration. I actually did a video with 10 things that's going to attract better. I will link it up here. Stretches. I do stretches. I do yoga poses. I am also getting full time back into eating healthy, to working out, taking care of myself, not being mean to myself, because I know that I am worthy of a better life, and you are definitely worthy of a better life. So I hope that this could help you a little bit. I am starting out doing the letter from my soulmate, I think. A letter from my soulmate. Someone asked me to do a reading like that, so I'm going to do a reading like that. I don't know if I'm doing it today, but otherwise I'm doing it tomorrow. But I am doing the last April readings, and I just want to give you guys some power messages and inspire you, because that's what I love. But if you like this, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, become part of this magical family if you are not already, and I will see you guys in my next video.